All right, Get the Greenlight episode 2, brought to you by Stan, Las Vegas, Nevada Summer League. We're here with Miles Kelly, Dallas Mavericks two-way star. He's been a standout in the first 2 games. Was a standout last year at Auburn, helped him get to the Final Four. Been going back with Miles for a minute now. First caught him, I think it was in Stone Mountain when you were with Hargrave. So good to see him out here doing his thing. We'll start out a year ago today. I feel like, well, a little more than a year ago, but you chose Auburn, right? Mm-hmm. Leaving your hometown school. That was a pivotal decision. Talk about your thought process with that. Why Auburn? Why Bruce Pearl?
They were one of the very first schools to reach out. And ever since I had the Zoom meeting, my mom, my family, my agent, we all got on the Zoom, and they just made it feel like home, man. We had the toughest schedule in the country, so that was a huge part of it. And then my biggest thing going into my last season was roster construction, seeing how that roster was constructed. So I felt like we had enough pieces to do what we did this year. So that's ultimately why I chose to go to Auburn.
One thing about you that I've always noticed, like even whenever we were with Carl, like I think you might average, freshman year, how many you average?
I think I averaged like 4.7 points.
But like y'all were still talking like it's going to be first round after next year.
For sure.
Talk about the confidence that y'all had even at that point that you knew you were going to get to the league and shine on the stage back then.
I think basketball starts with your confidence. I think as a basketball player, if you don't have confidence, you would never know the type of work somebody puts in if the person doesn't have any confidence. So I'm a huge believer in having a lot of confidence in my game, and I'm a worker. So my confidence stems from my work and just my overall ability to play basketball. So I think that's the biggest thing for me is just continue to having that.
Yeah, and then getting to Auburn, right, stacked team, very different than Georgia Tech. You were the guy, average 14 in the ACC, has some monster games. Talk about transitioning to a roster. You're playing with All-American. You're playing with NBA guys. Talk about that transition.
It's an easy transition. It's more role-based. Everybody has to find their role and start in their role. I think playing with guys like Janai, playing with Tahai, playing with guys like Chad, Denver, Chaney Johnson, Dylan Carwood, are all great players. So everybody has to start in their role in order for us to come in and win, and that's ultimately what we did.
Did you have a moment last year where it was like, oh wow, like I'm in the SEC, or like I've kind of gone on to a bigger stage, like this is SEC?
Yeah, I feel like the I think it was the second game we played Houston. Mm-hmm. That was like a big moment for because we ended up winning that game, and it was like the first ranked matchup we had. So, and that's when it hit me. Where I was like, okay, this is big boy basketball. So,
yeah. And like the Auburn family is crazy. The fan base is nuts. Like
best fans in the country.
Yeah, one of the best atmospheres. Talk about how like Bruce Pearl's kind of built that community up and what it was like to be a part of that last year.
He's literally built it up from the ground up. They all before BP got there, Auburn wasn't as what it is now, and he's taking them to 2 Final Fours, which is something that is rare in college basketball. And the way he just groomed that fan base, it's just something you haven't ever seen before. And I commend him for that because, we literally have the best fan base in the country. So
yeah. And you had some special games last year. I kind of want to talk about – we talked earlier about the 30-piece at Rupp. Talk about what's going through your head playing in maybe college basketball's best cathedral, and you're dropping 30.
Honestly, what was going through my head was we needed to get that championship. Like that was my first championship in college basketball. So my mindset was just to come out and kill from the gate. And we needed to get that championship. And I came out, I think it was the first play he ran for me. And I came out and hit, and I knew it was going to be a long night. And I think that's where it kind of became a meme of me loving Rupp rims. Mm-hmm. And then when we got the tournament, we started playing in Rupp. So that's kind of where that came from for sure.
Yeah, I remember making that post actually. But yeah, talk about, I guess, the tournament run. Y'all made it all the way to the Final Four. Obviously fell just short, but it was a special season. Yeah. So talk about, that journey with the team.
It was super fun. I've never been to March Madness before. So being able to do that my last year of college was super special. We had an unreal season, I would say. We did a lot of things. We were the number 1 team in the country. We were the number 1 overall seed coming into March Madness. We made it all the way to the Final Four. So, the season outside of being a national championship, it was nothing but a success for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then when the season ended, obviously you shifted your focus to the NBA. Mm-hmm. What are some things that you worked on with your trainers, with your people, to get ready to make an impact like you have in the first 2 games of summer?
I think the main thing was just working on all aspects of my game. I think everybody knows I can shoot the ball. Just being able to play out a pick and roll, being able to put the ball on the floor, and just being able to guard guys. I think those are the three main things that I really worked on in the pre-draft process, going into these workouts, wanting to show teams that I can do more than just shoot the ball. And at Auburn, like you said, I had to play a role in order for our team to be good. And at Georgia Tech, I did a lot more off the dribble, showing what I could really do. So just kind of shifting more towards that and just still continue to play my game.
And then going to the NBA workouts, I've heard some crazy stories. People working out with 15 teams. What was your experience like? Did you know it was going to be Dallas? Were there any workouts where you're like,
that's the thing about the NBA draft is everything is unknown. So you don't really know anything until draft night, until after the draft is over. So I worked out for 14 teams. I mean, it was a very long process. I mean, I was going through city to city. I was going to LA to Milwaukee. Like it was different. So it's definitely something that you have to keep your mind sharp and your body sharp. So a lot of recovery in that, but because you have to go in these workouts and play 100% at all times. So yeah, it was a fun process though, for sure.
And obviously don't name any names, but were there any times that you had players who were mocked higher than you and you went into these workouts and you're like, I killed these guys like
all the time. Literally every workout I had. Literally every workout I had.
Yeah.
So.
And then with Dallas, did that workout stick out to you? Were you like, I think this could be a good spot, or did that happen later on?
I mean, yeah, because I worked out for Dallas when I first went through the pre-draft process. And I had a good workout there. And then when I came back this past year, I had a great workout there again. So when that opportunity came after the draft, I mean, it was honestly a no-brainer what they have on the staff, what they were bringing in, and how I would fit in their system. So I'm just blessed to be a part of the Dallas Mavericks for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes being undrafted is more of a blessing than getting drafted because you end up at the right spot.
Right.
So kind of talk about ending up in Dallas where literally a championship contender next year, bringing in Flag, bringing in Nembhard, another guy. So talk about the roster that they've kind of built. And
I mean, they have a lot of pieces. I mean, you have every piece you can name, like you said. They got the number one pick, Cooper Flag. We brought in another guy, Ryan Nembhard, which I had a lot of workouts with through that pre-draft process, and I just love playing with him. He's like an ultimate point guard, and me being a shooter, you want a point guard that can get you the ball like that. So on top of the roster, they already had like guys like AD, Clay, PJ Washington, Kyrie, and I think this team could really do something special in terms of winning a title, contending for a title. So just hopefully everything all pans out.
Yeah, and your role, obviously, with your shooting ability, you're kind of plug and play, right? Like you can play with
for
other
sure.
facilitators.
For sure.
Talk about how playing at Auburn last year prepared you to be in this role in the summer league.
It prepared me a lot. I mean, like I said, just finding your role, and at the NBA level, you have to find that. You're not going to always come in and be the guy. So you got to star in your role, and essentially that's what I did in Auburn. And when I was talking to a lot of teams, that's one thing that stood out to them was just me already have been in that role that I'm going to play in the NBA as a rookie. So they felt like that was a plus, and I felt like that was a plus too.
Yeah, and obviously the lights were super bright in Vegas, but for you in your debut, the lights were the brightest because it was Flag versus Bronny. Like that was all the hype. So talk about your mindset going into a game like that, knowing that you can make an impact and take a lot of attention. You obviously have made an amazing game.
I mean, my mindset going in that game was just to play my game, honestly. Yeah. I know what I can do, and I was going to do nothing outside of that. So I just came in, and the coaching staff has instilled the confidence in me to play my game and take the shots that I want to take, and I deem is good shots. So that's ultimately what I did, and happily we came out with the win. It was a great matchup between Coop and Bronny. Mm-hmm. It was a playoff like atmosphere. So in games like those, I thrive in those big type of games. So it was a great moment for sure.
Yeah, and you started out summer league super strong. Talk about the goals that you have for the rest of summer league, and then going into your opening season.
I mean, my goal is just continue to play my game, continue to playing how I know I can play, and just continue to try to be there for my team and continue to stack wins. Yeah, and last question. So 5 or 10 years from now, looking back on where you are right now in summer league, undrafted, where is Miles Kelly going to be? Miles Kelly is going to be one of the top players in the NBA, and I would just put it like that. Probably one of the best players. Will be one of the best players in the NBA. But appreciate you. Thanks for joining. Get the Greenlight, episode 2 from Las Vegas, presented by Stan Shoes. Thank you.